Hello everyone and welcome to the Weekly Rewind presented by Attractions Magazine. This episode is for Monday, October 2nd, 2015. I am your host, Banks Lee. As always, we're going to take a look back at the past 7 days of our Twitter feed at Attractions. So let's get started with last Friday, September 25th at Magic City Mayhem on Twitter. Shared this photo of something that I never knew was offered over at Despicable Me at Universal Studios Florida. And that is when the lines are long, and the lines were at 50 minutes this day, as he said. They offer stationary seating entrance. So basically, if you want to just go in and see the film without worrying about riding the motion simulator, you can go wait in this line. I think this is a very clever idea, because sometimes I just want to go see that film. It's a cute film. On September 25th, we were over at Busch Gardens in Tampa for the opening night of Howl-O-Scream Unearthed. That's our show reporter, Andy, right there. You can check our past week's episode of the show, actually, to go see what he experienced when he walked through the brand new Unearthed house with the Scream Cam. And here you can actually see this is the icon for this year's Howl-O-Scream, Scarlet. Did Andy encounter her? Find out. Also on September 25th, we were over at Epcot for the first night of the Rockin' Burger Block Party. This is a special event happening during Food and Wine this year. It's happening 2 more times. You can check out those times on our blog at attractionsmagazine.com. On September 26th, we were back over at Epcot to cover the International Food and Wine Festival for this year. Here is something that looks delicious. I haven't tried yet since I got back from Texas. Loaded macaroni and cheese. That looks really good. I gotta make sure I put that on my list when I go there. And this apparently has been really popular with a lot of people. The frozen Chutini. So the mac and cheese, I'm gonna have to put those on my list to try out whenever I head out there. And I also got to make sure that, food and wine is very popular, so sometimes the lines right here can be pretty long. This is in the Italy Marketplace. So I think the best tip would be to go early, get there when World Showcase opens at 11, and start making your way around, and make a lap around, see everything you want to see, and then come back later in the day, make another lap. Here's our show reporter, Andy, in the Cranberry Bog at Food and Wine. He was also there to cover this for this past week's episode for the show, so you can go to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/attractionsmagazine. Check that episode out. Also on September 26th, as I alluded, I was out of town the past couple of episodes of Weekly Rewind, and here I was in my hometown park of Magic Springs. This is the park that I grew up going to before moving to Orlando and coming to all the big parks. So I just kind of want to go back, bring Spencer, bring Sydney, and just enjoy a day at this small little park in the Ozarks. It actually has a connection to Orlando. This coaster you see in the background there, that is their wooden coaster called Arkansas Twister. Used to be located here in Orlando at Circus World Boardwalk and Baseball. It was called, later in its life, it was called the Florida Hurricane. Was also Michael Jackson's favorite ride to go on when he was here in Orlando. So it's a fun little tie. It's glad to see that it's still up and running there in Magic Springs. So I like that little tie. Unfortunately, it wasn't running. I didn't get to ride it. It was closed down for, I think, seasonal repairs, but still, fun coaster. Speaking of coasters, they have their own sky coaster there at Magic Springs, and this one's only 115 feet tall, so way smaller than what I'm used to here in Orlando with the 250, 300-foot one at Fun Spot. But it's still nice to see these little versions of this around other parks. September 27th, we started noticing some new billboards that were popping up for Disney World rides. Here you can see Rock and Roller Coaster and Space Mountain. I've also seen one for Dinosaur and Disney Springs. Speaking of Disney Springs, September 29th, we were over at Downtown Disney for the official transformation into Disney Springs. So now it is official. It is no longer Downtown Disney. All the signage is gone for Downtown Disney. We now start referring to it as Disney Springs. Also that same day, we were over there for the opening of Morimoto Asia. Gorgeous new restaurant there in the former Mannequins Club building. 2 stories, beautiful design and architecture, and some great food too. And here you can see Chef Morimoto with the Disney ambassadors and Chef Mickey, of course. You're going to see a whole report about Chef Morimoto's restaurant and the new Jock Lindsay Hangar Bar on next week's episode of the show. September 30th, we were over at Universal Orlando early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, for a first ever annual pass holder meetup that Universal was officially holding. They invited people to come on out, get a shirt right here that you see, very special family photo shirt, and then get a photo in front of the globe. It's a special group photo, and you can see some of the characters came out, Woody and Winnie right there, Woody wearing the shirt as well. The photo looked great. Also, September 30th, Theme Park Review on Twitter shared this photo right here. It's kind of sad to see. It's what's left of the Hulk track and trains. They've started, the update to the Hulk that's going to happen all the way through, I think, till about spring or summer of 2016. But part of it is they're ripping up the track and getting new trains. So the old track, old trains, gone. Shared this photo of the NBC Sports Grill and Brew over at City Walk. It's going to be opening pretty soon. Team members are saying that opening date may be October 6th. So if you're around the area, go check it out that day. You might be able to get in. Also over there at City Walk, this is the former NBA City area of City Walk. You can see the giant NBA statue has been taken down. No word yet what is going to replace at this location. October 1st over at Fun Spot America, their Orlando location, they are now offering admission to their Gator Spot, included with your single-day pass to the park. Finally, on October 1st, of course, can't pass by this date without acknowledging anniversary of Walt Disney World. 44 years ago today, Magic Kingdom Park first opened, and 33 years ago today, Epcot opened. So, happy belated anniversary, guys. And that is going to do it this week for the Weekly Rewind. Be sure to tune in to the show next week. Like I said, we're going to take a look at the Downtown Disney Springs transformation. So until next week on the Weekly Rewind, have fun, guys. We'll see you later.